All right, so Kenton's turning 50. I have my favorite beverage, including my Astronix 50 years. Hopefully not the only 50 years of my company now that the aerospace industry is in the toilet. So in honor of Kenton's birthday, I thought I would go through a few pictures, whatever I could find, and recall some interesting moments. This was Kenton flashing some gang symbols in the city right before he got beat up. This goes back to when we went up at our cabin in Canada, caught a few fish. That was a nice one. And then Google made this nice little GIF. Clever. Here's Kevin in the background. You have to look in the background there. He's puzzled by his camera there. That's usually me. There he is with another fish. And it looks like it bit him. Alright, and so Ken was always good at getting us together and going to go to visit various microbreweries around the city. It's always a good time. And here he is attempting to drink an entire giant container of beer with Steve Knar. And then the drunken results here in the alley somewhere afterward. I think this was riding on the train back home when Knar got a little bit crazy. I had to move to another car in the train. This was another trip that Kenton and I went on. I think that was Lagunitas there. That was another fun one. This was one of the greatest trips. This was really all planned by Kenton. He really, great job figuring out the spots, doing the research. This was a really nice trip. We camped on Lake Superior there. I was trying to find those drone pictures, but I couldn't find the drone that you took. But yeah, we were camped there on the beach, and then we'd go drink beer during the day. It was awesome. Oh, then stop, of course, a little bit of coal mining mixed in there. There's Kenton setting up his tent, I think. And later on, one of the things I do remember a little bit, that always struck me as a little bit odd, is during this trip, Kenton went and was taking a bath in the lake, and he was filming himself with a GoPro. And I said, "What are you doing?" And he said, "This is the future. That every moment of our lives is going to be documented." And I said, "Okay," but I even now I'm kind of thinking, what? I still don't understand why that means that you need to take a video of you while you're taking a bath in the lake. But it's just one of the quirky things that we like about Kenton. And here, I'm not sure what's going on here. It looks like Weber's, I think they're trying to make the cover of GQ there, because it looks like Kenton's posing and Weber's the photographer, but whatever. I could never figure that one out. Yeah, and I was a little bit skeptical, but he booked this tour guide, and it was fascinating. It was actually quite good. We had a nice hike, learned a little bit, and the guy was a real character. There's another one of our bar crawls that Kenton organized. That's always a lot of fun. The other thing I appreciate is that Kenton always takes the initiative to get together for breakfast, which I really enjoy. And you wouldn't know it because he's almost always the one who sets it up, but I really appreciate being able to just sit and talk about ideas and bounce things off each other. And I guess not everybody thinks at the same level, or I don't know, is theoretical, or just likes to talk about ideas, but I really enjoy that and appreciate that about Kenton. This was our snowmobiling trip, and just recently. Ken peeing on a tree. Happy memories. By a waterfall there. Selfie. Luckily the wind wasn't blowing too hard. And one of the many bars. Thumbs up. Some kind of video there. And there we are right by the lake. We're at the furthest point on the Keweenaw, I think, was that. And back to the beginning. So, here's to you, 50 years. Congratulations, many more. And thanks for being there, being a friend.